Why does the losing party in court not pay legal costs to the other? In South Africa, that is standard practice. If Kari Lake had to pay for her frivolous election court cases and Trump for his 60-odd similar ones, they would think twice in the future. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. And with the Kari Lake thing, it actually makes me like super mad. I've talked about this in a couple segments before, but Kari Lake went to the Arizona Supreme Court with her appeals, through the legal process. And the Arizona State Supreme Court told her, you haven't provided any evidence of anything that you have claimed whatsoever. Basically accused her like you're clogging up the court system. They sanctioned her lawyers $2,000 apiece, not her, but your lawyers, who, by the way, one of them, she had two lawyers. One of them happened to be a divorce lawyer. The other one was an employment lawyer. Neither of them had any experience in elections. But those, like, she just went through the phone book, I guess. I'm dating myself with that reference, probably. And said, like, oh, lawyer, here's one. I'll call you. You guys like, usually I handle divorces, but yeah, why not? I'll handle this challenge. So the lawyers got sanctioned. And as part of the appeal, Katie Hobbs, the Democratic governor of Arizona, the one who actually beat Kari Lake, said, we would like to put in a request to have our legal fees reimbursed by Kari Lake. And the Arizona State Supreme Court, after sanctioning the lawyers for filing a frivolous lawsuit, after agreeing that Kari Lake had no evidence to back up any of her claims, that Supreme Court still looked at Katie Hobbs and said, no. No, you cannot have your money back. We know the state has had to pay $140,000 to fight Kari Lake's claims, but we're not going to give it back. You've just lost that money. The taxpayers' dollars are gone because you had to fight Kari Lake's idiotic claims, which we're admitting are idiotic, and she had no right to sue anyway, but we did it. Like that's what the state said. And that is absolute BS. But in the U.S. justice system, right, just because you get sued and you prevail after you were sued, that doesn't mean necessarily that you are entitled to get your legal fees back. Because it could have been a valid lawsuit, you just prevailed in that particular instance. So I don't think we should have a blanket system of if you lose, you have to pay the other person's court fees. But I do think we need to be a little less strict about not paying other people's court fees, especially in instances like Kari Lake's legal challenges, where even the courts have said this is stupid. We're just not going to reimburse you because you had to pay $100,000 to fight this idiot in court. That's not okay to me. Shouldn't be okay to anybody else listening to this either.